This is a very strange coincidence going on upstate New York. Now, guys, for a lot of you who follow Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, he did a video on a large-scale nuclear exercise that's going on upstate New York. Now, what I found interesting is that I read about this earlier this week. Mike does the video, but the same day, the science community did something that made that drill, if you will, or that practice drill on nuclear war a little more grounded. So, of course, there's this big drill that they state, the United States military states they do every year, which is BS. I've never, ever heard of this. Mike, who lives upstate, never heard of this. And a lot of people who live upstate never heard of this exercise. Nonetheless, this year they're doing a large scale. So it's in Schenectady, New York, and the surrounding areas of upstate New York. For those that don't know, it's a pretty large area. It's a large-scale drill in a large-scale area that they're doing this quote-unquote drill. So, of course, it starts January 26th to the 31st. Today is the 31st. But that's not what I'm worried about, because I'm like, all right, maybe they are really doing a drill. And a lot of people are like, well, if they're doing a drill, something's going to happen. Probably in the near future, but not during this week. And being that today's the 31st, and I can all but guarantee that nothing's going to happen, the problem is the science community turned around and put the doomsday clock, or moved the doomsday clock 89 seconds to midnight, where for the last 2 years it was 90 seconds to midnight. So they jumped it 2 seconds, or 1 second rather, 1 second to 89 seconds to midnight. And they state that this is the closest we've ever been to nuclear war, or rather worldwide disaster, right? So this drill gets announced early this week, and the same day the science community moves the nuclear atomic clock, or whatever the hell it's called, the doomsday clock, they move it to 89 seconds. So clearly there's something else going on that we are not privy to, but that is a big tell. So whether, guys, this drill is just what they're doing, trying to be ready for the possibility of a nuclear war, or this is just them telling us that something's going to happen, whatever it might be, we still need to be ready for it. Now, am I going to sit here and tell you guys you need to worry and panic? No. Just like everything else, put it on your radar and keep it there. That's all listen, there's so many things going on right now. You cannot, and I repeat, cannot panic and flip out about every little thing that you read in here. We just can't. There's a lot. I mean, there was a plane crash yesterday, or earlier yesterday, and we can't, well, people are looking into that already. Listen, that is suspicious. That's another video on its own. There are too many red flags in that crash. But you got things like that going on. You got Trump, who made the worst speech about that air crash that I ever heard any president ever give. There's just too much going on. And we can't sit there, guys, and jump on every little thing. You got to put every little thing on your radar. That's it. Just look at it and go, all right. Like there's a lot of things I'm reading, and I'm just like, okay, all right. And that's it. That's all we can do. To sit there and flip out, and then sit there and for me to do a video saying we're all going to die tomorrow. The way this is going, something bad is coming. That's without a doubt. It's just when and how bad and how fast is it going to go down. That's what we're looking at right now, and that's what we have to be ready for. Because whatever happens, guys, we need to be ready. The panicking, flipping out, crying in front of your TV set does nobody any good. We have to be Johnny on the spot. For when it happens, we react accordingly. This is why I always talk about this shit. Some people like, you're fear-mongering. I'm like, then I'm fucking fear-mongering. If I'm telling people to get ready and not flip out, and then they follow it up with fear-mongering, so fucking be it. I don't know what else to tell you. All I can tell you is don't flip out. Just wait till whatever happens, and then act accordingly. And acting accordingly, guys, doesn't mean flipping out. It means assess the situation and move forward from there. It doesn't start screaming and throwing your preps in the air and crying, and that shit isn't going to help anybody. Don't turn it around to your kids when you watch some shit on the TV. We're all going to die, because they don't want to hear that shit. They're dependent on you to get them through whatever is coming. And that's the mission, guys. The mission is to get through whatever is coming. Face it as best as we can. Tackle it as best as we can. That's all we can do. Now, this drill is a tell to what could be coming, because you had this drill go down, which is something, again, I've never heard of happen in New York City, or New York State, sorry, and then the doomsday clock being moved to 89 seconds. I'm just like, all right, something's definitely headed this way. It's just when. Now, we're not going to know the when. We'll never know the when. We just need to be ready to react when it happens. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.